And then we'll start it up. Starting engine. We'll just do it with some noise in the background. So this engine is a Washington Estep 3-cylinder. It's rated at 100 horsepower at 325 RPM, although we don't usually run that fast. And I'm going to show you the procedure here to start it up. This is the original engine in the boat. It was ordered in the spring of 1929 and installed later that year at Washington. It was built at Washington Iron Works and installed at Lake Washington Shipyard in the boat. So to start it here, we have to open these little compression releases on the cylinders. This will allow us to roll the engine over by hand with a bar. This one doesn't want to stay open for us today, so we'll trick it. And then this is the little point on the cam for the fuel injector that fires a fuel injector, and we need to get that to just a little past top dead center. So we're going to roll the engine over. It's actually top dead center would be about right here, and we could go back to that spot, but the book says you're supposed to roll the whole engine over 2 full times to get to the right spot. So we'll go the forwards direction to get there, which will mean going all the way around. And that air that you can hear escaping is coming out of the cylinders as the pistons go up and down. Almost got it back around. You can hear the air coming out of this number 1 cylinder. And that's the right spot. There's the point on the cam that we were looking for. The other thing we have to do is oil the engine. Every couple hours we come down here and oil the engine. And there are about 72 spots on the outside of the engine that taking a little drop of oil at some point, either every couple hours and once a day or so. We're just using regular 40 weight motor oil. It's the same oil that's in the engine. The engine has a similar system for oiling the main bearings that you'd find in a modern engine. There's a oil pump that pumps the oil into the main bearings, and it goes up a tube in the connecting rods and oils the wrist pins. And that's the way your modern diesel would work. Then it also has this oiling system that you see here, with us oiling a bunch of these external things. And we also have a thing that's called a Manzel. It's a brand name of an oiling system that is a high pressure oiler that oils the cylinder walls and a few other key bearings with brand new clean oil every time it runs. And that Manzel is up here on the front end of the engine. And when the engine's running, you'll be able to see it dripping in here in the little glass windows in this, so you can tell that the thing is running. We also oil the valve stems with a separate, thinner kind of oil. It's called Marble Mystery Oil. I'll come down here and do that every time we oil as well. In a normal engine that was enclosed, all that kind of stuff would get oil from the oil that was going on the rocker arms. So we're ready to go here. I'm going to go around on the other side. The engine starts with, I'll be back on this side to start it. The engine starts with compressed air. The engine has an air compressor built onto it on the back to build up the compressed air once we use it to start it, and also a backup air compressor. We've got air pressure. We've got a separate control for the fuel pressure. A modern engine, it would run together with the governor. We have a separate control for it. And then this is our throttle right here, and the governor actually. And I'm going to pump up the fuel pressure so it's all primed and ready to go. There comes the fuel pressure coming up. And then we let the cook know that we're starting the engine, and then we'll start it up. Starting engine. cards in to try to make the engine run smoother. This is going to make the push rod a little bit longer on a couple cylinders, and that way they'll get a little more fuel. Right now you can hear that it's firing pretty hard every time it hits on this one. So if we add a little more here, maybe a little right there. Even it out. Then I'm going to engage the shaft that runs the anchor windlass, and we'll be all set and we can go all the